I have to make a little bit of a warning message for this battle. If you're coming here expecting MLG pro plays from these players, you're certainly not going to get that in this video. So the players are definitely newer. The tactics are bizarre. So again, if you're looking for pro plays, you're not going to get it here, but you will get something very entertaining. If you just keep that in mind that they're going to make a lot of silly mistakes, and there's going to be some goofiness in this battle. It's still pretty entertaining. And also, my reaction, my initial reaction, I just want to say, if you're one of the players in this battle, don't take it personal. I'm just being a bit, I'm just, I'm just being a little harsh for entertainment value, but it was funny and fun nonetheless. So again, keep that in mind when watching. If that's not for you, fine. But I hope you enjoy it. And let's just jump in.
Knights of Apollo. What's up, guys? Oh my goodness. Here we go. So this is a Napoleonic Fort Battle. We are playing Napoleon Total War. It's a 2v2, and honestly, I saw that someone submitted a fort battle, and I thought, hey, we don't get these too often, so I definitely wanted to cover it. As I said, it's a 2v2. On the defense, we've got the Ottoman Empire and the British Empire, Great Britain. On the attack, we've got the mighty French Empire and their ally being the Austrians. As we saw in the beginning, the Austrians taking a bit of a bombardment there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. The fort battles, look at this. Fort battles are very chaotic. There's usually a lot of close quarters, which is not surprising to see the Ottomans here bringing a bunch of swordsmen. Hopefully, the attackers kind of see this and they keep their distance. They want to try to use their guns against these janissaries and their artillery, of course. But yeah, we've got mortars. We got 2 bombardment mortars, and I think 2 more over in this corner. Crazy. We've also, I think, do the British have artillery? No, the British do not. But you know who has a lot of artillery? The French. The French are bringing 5 units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 2 in the back are howitzers. So they have an insane amount of firepower, which hopefully they can use wisely. Again, that's going to be very critical against the Ottoman Empire. That is going to be rule number 1 against these guys. Keep your distance, all right? Keep your distance, because these guys will chew you up if you get in close combat. They actually break a unit there. You see that? So I think from the artillery bombardment on this wall, it, I guess, killed some of them, and they actually broke. Look at them all. What the heck happened here? Like, look, what is this? It's just a pile of dead bodies. Like, what's going on? It must have artillery, like, shook the wall a little bit and killed them. That was, hey, that's a win for the Austrians there. But the Austrians are moving forward. Some infantry. Not sure what he's doing here. So this is, if he's actually going up here to fight, this is a major problem. Major problem, because if he gets caught on this wall fighting janissaries, he's going to be massacred. He cannot do that. And look at, there we go. They got the
our general is under
the
attack.
hooks there, the rope and hooks. Here comes some Hungarians. I know they're Hungarian because they have blue pants. You guys, maybe you didn't know that, but the Hungarians have blue pants. The Germans have white pants. Okay. Fun little fact. Fun little fact. So Hungarian Fusiliers climbing up the walls. As they're climbing up these walls, their infantry is actually leaving. So the Ottomans might as well just keep these guys up here. Oh, wait, what is that? What is this artillery shooting? Oh, no! He just killed... Oh, my gosh! He just friendly fired some 42nd foot there. He killed 2 of them. What just happened? Did you see the shot just randomly? Oh, man. Not good. Not good. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Here comes the infantry. This is actually pretty cool. They kind of run through this side of the wall. Look at the guy at the flag. He's like, we took the wall. We took it, men. Now's the time to send in support. We've got the walls. Little does he know, there is a horde of melee sworded trained infantry headed their way. And now is not the time to charge in. But sure enough, he is moving up troops. You know, I don't know how I feel about this. If I was the Hungarians, I would avoid scaling the walls like this. I would focus on bringing down the corners and then easing my way in, you know, and using the artillery to support the infantry, you know, just kind of firing at the back lines and stuff. Or even maybe trying to run up some of the horse artillery or whatever and get canister shot, like right up close. But if he's actually scaling the walls with these units, he's done. He's done. He's got enough units, and here we go. Here comes the swordsman. And these guys, this is like the perfect environment for these Janissaries. Like, there's nothing better than this. Fighting on walls in close combat, you're done. You're done. And the Hungarians might be done. Oh, they're so cooked. I mean, not to sound like a zoomer, but they're cooked. All right, they are 100% cooked right now. I cannot believe they're scaling the walls in this situation. They are going to get absolutely crushed. And then there's swordsmen going up on this side, cutting off their retreat. What chaos. And then he's got Janissaries. Why would you send up Janissary? I'm sorry, Jaegers. Why would you send up Jaegers, which is a skirmishing unit, which are skilled with their guns? Why would you put them in a close hand-to-hand combat situation? Oh my gosh. These men are crawling up to their graves. This wall is going to become an Austrian grave. And these Janissaries are crushing these guys. Oh no. This is not good. Now they have taken down one section of wall. It looks like they killed some Ottomans in the process, so that's good. The artillery is vulnerable, and he does have some cav here. And it looks like he's chasing off some enemy cav as well. Here we go. Yep, they're charging in. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Nice. Oh, is that going to startle the horses there with that last second? What is this ball doing? Oh, you see that ball floating in the air? That was nuts. And here comes another cav unit. Wow, this is like the most brave artillery crew I've seen in my life. They just withstand 2 units of cav. Okay, they're finally breaking. But still, he should have pushed through them and tried to kill this unit as well. But the Ottomans are coming. They've got cav. They need to get out of there, but he's probably just going to stand his ground. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate for the Austrians. And the Austrians have already, they've pretty much like just threw their army away. The Ottomans are killing so many without losing any men. This is insane. What are you doing, Austria? What are you doing? An epic cav battle. This is the Silatar. Silatar. I don't know how to pronounce this unit, but it's like a super heavily armored cav unit. It's pretty cool. So now we got the general. He's just throwing his general in. Well, why not? Just throw the general in. General staff. He's already lost a bodyguard. But this is an epic struggle in the opening of this fort.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest.
An epic struggle. Here comes more. Oh, no. Already. Milkman. What a name. Milkman, a.k.a. Nutty Man. What a name. This guy is certainly nutty. That could be, I'm sure he's going for something else with that name, but he should have just called himself Idiot Man. Idiot Man. And here comes the British cav. They're sallying out and taking care of business. Going after artillery. We got artillery here. They bring down the walls. Good for them, but what does it matter? They can try to get a couple shots in here, maybe try to take out their artillery. Oh, they're doing canister shot, which is coming dangerously close of hitting their own ally. He's just vibing. He's just vibing. That's the other thing. France probably should have. Either France, his mindset right now is, oh my gosh, my teammate is horrible. Or two, I don't know what I'm doing. He might be arguing with him right now. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Stop. And he's just going to hold his army. Because honestly, they should have attacked both sides of the fort at the same time. You know, the fact that the Ottomans went in by themselves is it's a disaster. Now, let me say this. I'm being a little hard. I'm being a little mean, right? A little hard on the Austrian player. I'm joking. We're having a good time. We're just having a good time. But this was not a good strategy. Was not. But I'm sure he's learned his lesson about melee rushing Ottomans, which have a bunch of swordsmen. You definitely don't want to do that. You know, you're not going to win the fight. So now it's up to the French to single-handedly win this battle. Is it possible? Absolutely. With this amount of firepower, he could really crush a lot of units with this artillery. But he's got to use it wisely. He's got to protect it from their artillery and from their cav. And then he's got to get really creative with this infantry. He's got to use distance. You know, got to use distance to kill the enemy forces and whatnot. So we actually, I mean, this would be a long shot, but the general staff is in view of artillery. I mean, when you got a teammate like Austria, you got to do whatever it takes to win, and you know, at this point. So he could try to snipe the general. He might be actually trying to do that. He's got his 12-pounder foot artillery. I mean, they are lined up right here, guys. I mean, the general is it this guy? I think it's that guy. Or one of them, I don't know. But yeah, he's got the artillery lined up there. And this is the 12-pounder, so it's pretty nasty. It's pretty heavy round that he's going to be shooting. Here we go. I'm going to just wait and see if he's even going for the general. Here we go. He's going to fire. His infantry's now shifting over to the right. Come on, I just want to see. There we go. There we go. Oh! Whoa, he's going for the Ottoman general. Oh, interesting. The Ottoman general's just rolling up. What is he doing? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, that is so violent. Oh! Yes! What a fool. Oh my gosh, dude. The general just ate those cannonballs, and it was like the most disgusting, like the horse's limbs just went under them and just, oh man. That was awesome. That was a great shot. I honestly thought he was going to go for this general, but he could go for this general as well. But taking out the Ottoman general is pretty big. If he could take out both generals, guys, we're back in business. We got a battle here. If he can actually take out both generals, and it looks like he's trying to go for it, I would love to see that. What is the Ottomans doing? What are they doing? No way are they going to sally out and just give up the advantage. No way are they doing. Look at, they're climbing down. They're rappelling down. They're using the Austrian ropes here. And it's this general's just chilling here. Even though he's like, get this guy into safety. This is your commander. And here we go. We got a insane charge by the Ottomans. What are they doing? Oh my gosh. The Ottomans are literally throwing. You know what it is? I bet the player, maybe he's new and he's like, oh my gosh, like the Ottomans are supermen. Like, I just crushed the Hungarian army with 2 units. I'm just gonna go charge this French guy and win. You know, like, I don't know. Like, it's like he's just throwing these units away. Yeah, what was that? Why are you Why are you trickling in your forces? This is madness. He's just throwing the battle away. What are you doing? The only other thing I can think of is that he, the player disconnected. Like, that's the only other rational thing I can think. I hope that's the case, because this is insane. This is madness. Now, the British player, he's being pretty sneaky with his 10th Hussars. Fast-moving cav. Oh, they've got guns? I didn't know a 10th Hussars had guns. Man, little do I know. But these guys are just moving up, and the French don't see him. He's not forming square here. He's not moving his cav. That is a shame. That is a shame. Oh my gosh. The Ottomans are still just charging forward. Like, yeah, you would think after the second wave, especially, that this frontal attack is not going to do them any favors. But let's see. He might go for the general here. Oh my gosh. France! Well, I don't know how I feel about this. France still has not noticed the 10th Hussars, and they are literally lining up to execute the French general. And look at this. This might be a cheeky little diversion. Yeah, he's keeping the French cap busy while he's literally lining up to execute the French general. Oh my gosh, France.
Running, sir.
Please. All right, he took care of that cap, but he's got to... Dude, no! Okay, he noticed. He noticed. Oh my gosh, dude. Honestly, he's going to lose more. You got to run, bro. You can't just trot your way out of that. But a unit is falling back to deal with these guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if he lost his general there, it's over. I mean, like, you need every advantage you can get. Oh, these guys are going to be annoying, aren't they? These are going to be like horse archers in like Medieval 2. They're going to be so annoying. All right. Look at this. What are you doing with these Janissaries? This is a hilarious battle. I usually don't upload oh my gosh, he just slaughtered his own cav. And he's not forming square. He's not forming square. It doesn't matter. They're Hussars. They're not going to be able to withstand this. Bro, he just slaughtered a bunch of his own cav. This is definitely probably a beginner battle. But, sometimes... Usually I don't upload these, but this is fun. I'm just having fun with it. So, just look at it and just have fun. That's what we're doing today. He's still fighting this cav. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. There we go. So this cav is dead. The Ottomans... This has to be a disconnect. There's no way that they would do this. I wonder... now that I think about it, I wonder if this is a 1v1 and they gave themselves AI. I really, dude, I really hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case. That these are AI. It would explain so much from the Austrian army, and it would explain so much for the Ottoman army. It just would explain so much. It really would. Now, he actually made it to this infantry, but they're not going to last long. Yep. There we go. So the balance of power is shifting. But what are the British doing? Are they really No, they can't be sallying out. This can't be real. Hold on. All right, I double checked the info about this battle replay. All human players. All human players. Well, I don't know why they're sallying out. That is insane to me.
Our men are running, sir.
Insane. So maybe they genuinely feel confident that they can win this. But why push out piecemeal? Why even leave the fort? You know, it could be because the artillery. It's actually not crazy to sally out in this situation, right? Because the French have a ton of artillery, and unfortunately in this game they gave them unlimited ammo. I don't know why. You would think that would be a major problem, but that's something I don't really like in Napoleon. And sometimes players play with no artillery, which I don't like either, because artillery was such a important weapon for this time period. It sucks to not use it. So usually I play max 2 artillery. Here we go. Here comes more Ottomans that are just signing up for execution. And the British are just mindlessly charging in. And yeah, they're not even running. At least have your men run. At least have your men run. There you go. Oh my gosh, pretty epic though, with all the artillery. They actually reach. Look at this. Okay, hold on. If these Ottomans actually can hold their own here for a little bit, the Highland Foot, they should charge this Fusiliers of Line on the flank. And then we got the Coldstream Guard charging in. Okay. This might actually work. Well, hold on. The Ottomans are starting to break. No, the Ottomans break the French. The French are making some blunders here. The French should have probably moved up some artillery pieces with the line and told them to do canister shot. And now we've got some cav units going around the flank. Please don't charge into that square formation. Here we go. The French withheld that charge. Dude, what a mess of a battle. This is just a mess. And now the British are just like, yeah, let's charge in the general. Why not? What's wrong with that? We'll just charge in the general. What could go wrong?
Our men are running.
What could go wrong? General staff, he's going to retreat. So thank goodness he's getting his general out of there. I thought he honestly was just going to send him to his death. So what I don't understand is why the defenders of the fort piecemealed their army into this French line and even got close to overwhelming the French line. The French could have capitalized on this silly attack by moving up this foot artillery right next to their line infantry and telling them to shoot canister shot. That would have just mowed down these silly billies who are piecemealing their army, but they've just broken the right flank.
Sir, and must rest a while.
Let's see if he does canister shot here. I mean, the enemy's coming to him. Let's see what he does here. Oh, he's got to deal with this cav. He forms square against the massive carabiner charge. This is I just want to see who wins this at this point. Like, what is happening? This is a fun battle. It's just fun. You know? It's like, it's just goofy. Here we go. He charges in more Janissaries. They make it to the line and their morale recovers. And they're breaking the French. And now here comes more British.
Our men are running, sir.
More British are coming out. Here we go. 88th Foot. The Rangers. They're moving in. They're going to try to get these Dragoons here. The Dragoons are going to disengage. This artillery needs to start changing to canister shot. Canister shot. We know you have it in you. Oh, please canister these men. No, what are you doing?
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
What are you doing, canister, you dog? Well, they landed. Why didn't you canister? Whew. That's crazy. And they still have a ton of units left. Oh, man. This is, I mean, they might be able to save some of the artillery with this cav here. Oh. Oh, wait, what? Oh my gosh. The British just threw their general away. For some reason, the British charges in their general, even though they have plenty of troops here to do heavy lifting. He charges in his general. Oh my gosh. That would be so funny. It would be so funny if all this artillery just activates canister shot. I mean, he could still win this. He could. I mean, you got to retreat the cav. Get this unit on canister shot. I just want to see some juicy canister shot. Please. Let's see what he does here. I think he's just firing at that square formation down there. What a mess. What an absolute mess. Are these guys breaking or what? It looks like they're breaking. They're wavering. Oh, he's not even retreating them. Oh my gosh. There's no way. Now we've got the general staff. This is just the staff without the general. And they're going to try to break this artillery. The cav is chasing down a random foot unit. And they're forming square. They're going to crush this cav. This cav is like, how is it still alive? And now we have the artillery crew. They abandoned their guns. Oh my gosh, please. This was... Okay, we're having fun here, guys. We're having fun. That's all that matters, right? You guys having fun with this battle? This was a doozy. This was fun though. Like, no, I'm only joking. Like I know, like I'm only being harsh. I'm only being harsh with the players for comedic value. It's clear that these players are newer players, but nonetheless, I found this really entertaining. I did. It's a fort battle. Maybe that was a big red flag right there, that it's a fort battle. Now we have Napoleon himself charging. It's like the movie, the silly movie. And they form square. Yeah. And then let's watch Napoleon go in, getting his kills up. Come on, Napoleon. Come on, Napoleon. Does he just break? Oh, it looks like he just breaks. He lives another day. Will he get out alive? Will Napoleon get out alive? I think yes. No one's gonna shoot at him. All right, so we got the last remaining units. And I'm just fast forwarding because this is... He doesn't use canister shot. No canister shot. Well, here comes the charge. Foot going in. We got Highland foot right behind him. Boom.
Glorious victories, huh?
Yeah, that's the battle, guys. That was fun. That was something else. Yeah. The French could have easily have won that. If they kept charging out like that, he should have used canister shot with the artillery. He would have won. It's that simple. But yeah, all players. Man, that's brutal. That is brutal. Look at these kills. Less than 300 for Milkman and 500 for the British. Brutus. Even the French not even breaking 1,000. And then, of course, the Ottoman Empire getting the most kills because he single-handedly defeated the Austrians with 2 units. So that was hilarious, guys. I just want to say thank you to the players. This was entertaining. Obviously, they're newer players, but nonetheless, it was fun. I appreciate the replay. I'm always looking for unique battles, and this was certainly unique. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic fight in this little fort battle. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and guys, I'll see you next time on the battlefield.